Bailey. I am back again with our third and final portion of succession talk. I know it's just exhilarating, but I wanted to get with you on the aspect of successions with a will and what kind of wills you can have. So we talked about yesterday a notarial will, which is typed and done before a notary and two witnesses and things of that nature. But there's also a form of will called an holographic will, or what is called a handwritten will. And handwritten wills are very, very common. They're actually probably one of the more common ones as we get back in the 1800s, early 1900s, where people didn't have a lot of resources to get to a notary or resources to get to a lawyer or just pay for one. So they did it by their own hand. Well, the law says, well, if that's the case, which is totally legal, you have to have a couple of things in that will. And I'm going to read the law while I got everybody here. You need to have, for an holographic will, it needs to be handwritten by the testator. So the person who is giving the things, who is giving his family, friends, church, whoever, it needs to be in his own handwriting. And I say his, a testator, I really mean his or her. And it must be dated. So you have to have the date physically visible on the actual document, and then signed in the person's handwriting. So it needs to be signed by that handwriting. Now, of course, in the succession itself, whenever someone dies, you have to have what's called an affidavit of death and airship. And people would have to be able to say, yes, I knew this person. I knew and state that they knew that this holographic will was also in that person's handwriting, and they knew them to actually write like that and to do these things. So I think anytime you do an holographic will, you might want to have an affidavit attesting to the fact that the person knew the handwriting and knew that this person signed things that way as well, just to be on the safe side. And lastly, that will can be probated. That will, which is called probation, is probating a will, not like the probation of a person that's been charged with something. Probating a will is whenever you take that will and you file for a succession of that interest to the people that it belongs to.